Yeah, I mean, I feel your pain in terms of being on the computer, you know, nonstop. So I guess that makes it more.
It makes it less gross, old, fat, big butt thing.
Yeah.
Which is what happens like 10 years into sitting on a chair. Like,
Right.
I used to work at Intel and Ericsson, where it was all seated, like all the time, all hunched over.
Ugh.
And within 5 years, everybody had like the permanent like curl in the back, and as soon as I got a stand-up desk, everything was good.
Oh, that's great.
Some water? I'm gonna get some water.
Again, I need to pass a little here.
Go. You want some water?
I would love some water.
Okay, I'll get you some water.
So the bathroom is in the front again?
No?
On the other side of the door on the left.
Okay.
Right here.
The next 30 minutes are ad-free, thanks to the following sponsor.
That's all it is to add a line. With unlimited gigs, well then you're getting a line. If you get a line, hey you, what's your name? It's Bill. You get a line.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for only $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. Plus, switch today and get up to 4 free phones. Thanks for watching. Click here for more information. Now, enjoy the next 30 minutes of ad-free music.
Yeah, so the goal for this place is really like a sales and marketing training center.
Okay.
Because like we run like lead generation ads and like return on investment marketing and all that stuff, and we'll generate like 50 to 100 leads in like a month, and then nobody knows what to do next. And
What do you mean 50 to 100 leads? Like new engagement?
no, I mean like somebody raised their hand, typed in their name, number, and email, and said, "I want to buy what you got."
Right.
And so we'll do hundreds of those.
Like officially. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's always like next, like what am I supposed to do now?
Right.
And because we track all the way through the phone call, we're always like
Wow.
finding things to like fix and improve and stuff like that.
So that works really well for people that have their business like solely online.
It works for people who have their business, for people who are solely in person. Like
Really?
we drive like you're supposed to go into the store today type things.
Right.
Like the first 2 weeks, one of our customers is in Coconut Grove. In the first 2 weeks, he got more people coming into the store asking him about his story and buying than 10 months and 40 grand with somebody else. Like people are
Shit.
coming in the same day. So stuff like that, right?
Incredible.
So it's fun times. The way this works is first thing we do is we go over the onboarding docs after I get my coffee.
Okay.
And we're going to figure out what's going on, if we can fix it. If we can't, I'll let you know.
Okay.
And then after that, if all thing is kosher, then we'll go into the presentation. And I just kind of like try to say this in the beginning. We always have like these genius moments,
Okay.
and then like it flutters away and we always forget.
Yeah.
So we're recording it right
Look at
there.
that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if everything is cool, just give like a thumbs up to the camera.
I'll give a thumbs up.
Yeah,
I like that.
So we don't go ahead and like send it out, but
Fantastic.
we always like doing the replay and going, oh yeah, that's what we said right over there. Instead
Wonderful.
of having to remember.
Very cool.
So how many leads per month are you getting from your online marketing?
Okay.
So by lead, I mean like name, number, and email. Not like engagement or like or post. You can't pay your bills with.
We don't really get much at all through social media. What we have in every store, we have 13 locations, and what we have is a loyalty program.
Right.
So in front of the register, we have a tablet.
Right.
It's by this company called Spot On.
Yep.
And so you put your email in there or your phone number so that you become a member. Every time you come in, you get a point. When you get 5 points, you get a free coffee, a free
Yeah.
pastry. And so it's just volunteer,
Right.
them volunteering their information. That's
Right.
the only way we capture emails.
Right.
We were looking into, we offer obviously Wi-Fi in the store. So we were looking into if you're going to sign up on our Wi-Fi, you know, kind of a fair exchange kind of deal, provide
Yeah.
your email for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But we were testing that in one location, and the developer hasn't really been working out.
Gotcha.
So That's all we're doing to collect emails. And
Okay. So when you're running, like, are you doing any online marketing at all?
Emails, you're
Right.
spot on.
Okay.
Instagram,
Yep.
I'm the one. Facebook, I'm the one as well.
Yep.
My dad as well, you know, tag teams Facebook as well, but it's a family run business.
Right.
And he's working on the expansion.
Right.
He should not be doing Facebook.
Right.
You know, we even figured out how do we increase followers. Now I'm getting a lot of pressure from the team saying, look, we really want to do better on Instagram, and food is such an attractive thing for Instagram. Like, we should have followers by
And
the
then
tons.
They're going, why don't you have 1 million followers? And
Right.
we're like, why don't you have 1 million followers? Yeah.
So what we did is that we were like, okay, what some people do is like I've heard of like these robots
Yep.
and stuff that, you know, they'll just follow all these people of related brands. So like, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Say Bakery has 20,000 followers, so
Yep.
you like all the followers of Bakery. So instead what we did is we found an influencer, Beast,
Yep.
and he has 50,000 followers. So literally my dad wanted to tag team, and
Right.
Reggie has too much to do. He should not be doing this. But every day he's following 500 people from 50,000
Yeah.
people.
So how does that turn into, is there a direct connection between that and money? And the reason why I'm asking is because,
No.
like, when we run Facebook ads, it says like, hey, here's an honest dollar-driven offer. Here's like $19.99, $29, $49, some dollar amount. And they say, yes, I'm interested. Here's my name and number. Let's talk. Like, that's not the connection that you have, right? It's like,
Just
gotcha.
awareness.
Gotcha. And you want to keep that awareness thing, or you want more like direct measured results or return on investment?
So we want to move it to action.
Yep.
So I'm in the university now, I'm taking a media activism class,
Mhm.
and it's saying how it's 3 steps: awareness, understanding, action.
Gotcha.
So all we're doing is awareness, but we need to get that action step.
All right, so I'm going to show you 6 steps to shortcutting that awareness into action,
Mm-hmm.
to where you can go ahead and start generating leads within 24 to 48 hours. And by leads, I mean like somebody calling and saying like, I want to buy your stuff, please and thank you. That type of stuff. You're interested in that, right?
Yeah, and you know something now with Valentine's Day, we make these little hearts, little heart cakes, and they even come in like a nice gift wrap packaging.
How many?
How many do we make?
How many cakes are in the package?
Just 1 cake.
Yep.
And it's like a cake for 2, and so cute, you know, it's $25, but it's such a perfect little Valentine's present, and you share it with your partner, and those cakes aren't selling, and I put it all over the social media and the Facebook, and
Yep.
weren't selling at all, and it's such a great product.
So
You know?
that's going to be our case study.
That'd be great.
Let's see. How many dollars does the average customer spend with you?
Roughly 8.
$8 at a time?
Yes.
And they come back once every 3 days, 5 days?
At least 3 times a week, more or
Right.
less, we could say.
So your average great customer is $20 a week. Let's just make math easy.
Sure.
50 weeks a year, that's like, let's just say $1,000 a year, right?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. So if we get one person to be your excited, motivated action taker that wants to come in, that's $1,000 in your pocket, right?
Right.
Cool. Describe your target customer, talking specifics, stereotypes, all that
Target
stuff.
customer?
Are they wearing Guayaberas?
No.
No. Tell me.
They're people that have grown up in Miami. They know what is the cafecito, the Cuban coffee. I mean, everybody here knows it.
Yep.
Even if you're not Cuban, it's yours. Just because you live in Miami,
Yeah.
it's a part of you. And then we're 24 hours,
Yep.
which is different from other bakeries. We started that in Miami. 24-hour Cuban bakeries.
Right. These are people within like 3 miles walking distance. I know you have like 7 locations. So are we talking
13.
13?
We range from Key Largo now up to North Miami.
Yeah. So based upon your experience, are these people that are driving like 15 minutes, 5 minutes? It's on the routine. That's their breakfast, lunch,
It's
and dinner.
routine.
Yeah.
We have 3 on US 1, and it's part of the routine.
Gotcha. This is gonna sound weird. What type of Netflix movies do they watch? Do they have like 2 kids? They have 1 kid. They got dogs, cats. Are we talking like Little League? Are we talking like those types of good questions?
Okay, like if I'm referencing people like my parents,
Yep.
Cuban American, but they don't watch Netflix.
Right.
They watch the news in the morning.
What type of news?
Them personally, they watch Fox News, and they've been
Yep.
watching Easter Channel.
Yep.
But then, for example, my age,
Mm-hmm.
you know, mm,
Yeah, it's weird questions, right?
yeah. What would they be watching?
All right, so what type of clothes do they wear? Are we talking like they're young professionals, or they're artsy fartsy? Are these like Wynwood residents?
No.
No, they're not, right? These are like normal individuals that have families and jobs and things like that,
Yeah.
and it's their routine.
A
right?
routine.
So like 6:45 to 9:15 is like the happy hour, right?
PM?
AM. Like, what's your busy hours?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the first shift starts at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
until 2 p.m. and that's the busiest time.
All right,
So, yeah.
gotcha. How many customers do you need to keep your business growing? So like, you gain 100 and you lose 5, so you have net 95. And that's like the standard number, but you need more than that to keep your business growing. It's like,
So, from what I understand, there are 10,000 transactions across all 13 locations in one day.
right,
Now that's transactions.
right,
As a rule of thumb, you know, those transactions get multiplied by 2 to say how many customers.
right,
So for example, 20,000 customers in a day across the 13 locations.
right, people come back twice.
Well, more than anything, you know, it could be one transaction, but it's 2 people, or
Right.
it's 4 people, or it's 1 person.
Gotcha.
But the rule of thumb is multiply transactions by 2.
What type of marketing have you done in the past?
We've tried so many things. What we have kept to is, you know, traditional in the sense of we do posters. Every month there's a different poster. But then again, that's an investment, and people don't really.
There's no direct measurable result.
No,
You
there
put
isn't.
up a poster just like a banner on US 1 and you go, maybe it's working, I don't know.
And it's disheartening because then you're doing it every month and you're like, but really, what does this bring back?
Right.
So for example, this is actually the first year, we've been around only 5 years, and this is the first year that, okay, I made the poster for the mini heart cakes, and I said, okay, this year we need to have a button in the point of sale system that says, every time you sell it, okay, mini heart cake,
Right.
$25. So this is the first year we're actually gonna see how many of them sold.
Right.
So,
So are you doing like newspaper advertising? Do you have a billboard on US 1? Are we talking like mail flyers?
so we stopped doing advertising for some time.
Right.
Ed and I, we worked together and we had several ads for a while. I would say like somewhat like a year.
At least.
At least a year in the community newspaper. And I tried different things. I paid for a whole back of a magazine called Sprinkles Magazine. It was a mall magazine.
How much
It was $600 for the back, and you know, no returns. It was very,
600 in total or
600 total
for the whole year?
for like 3 months or
Okay,
something.
gotcha. Okay.
But I mean, it was just one print. It was
Yeah.
the print of the magazine, you know, and then it went out.
So what type of marketing has worked for you? Or is it all just kind of like throw in the bucket and see what happens? You're not really sure. You're never going like, wow, this was a great specific thing. That definitely brought in people. That worked. Or most of it's just kind of like, who knows?
Nothing's really worked.
Gotcha.
And then a lot of it is like, it's important to see in the point of sale system, what is the sales report, so that we can see, you know, what are the results? How much did we invest in printing these posters, and how much did we sell this particular item for this particular month?
So what would you say like your biggest frustration is with your marketing? Is it it's not
I
performing?
can't see the results, and then I don't get those results from the system.
Gotcha. Well, you are in luck. We got 4 more questions. Which products and services are most profitable for you?
The pastries are 60% of bakery sales, which is the hot cakes, the pastries, the croquetas, the empanadas. That's everything.
Yeah.
Aside from that, coffee.
There's not one product or service where you go like, wow, that's awesome, or wow, we don't like selling that. Is there something that has like a huge margin or something that has like a low margin that we should avoid?
The pastries have a big margin. We have over 60 little desserts always available, and those have a huge margin as well.
Do you have any more things like that Valentine's Day package?
Not really. We always do, you know, like cupcakes for Halloween, and you know, we
You do
always
catering,
do.
right?
Catering, as in, we don't go and serve the food, but we
Bulk
now
purchase type thing.
bulk purchase, and now we've actually opened our first restaurant.
Yeah.
And the restaurant has more gourmet food that is really really nice.
Where's the
for
restaurant?
Catering. The restaurant is in North Miami.
Gotcha.
And we actually just had, on Valentine's Day, we were advertising for a while, the special Valentine's Day menu, and it had, it was a fixed price for $80, 3 courses, and every single name had like a cute, every single meal had like a cute name to it, and that we opened in the end of November.
Yep.
And that has been the highest selling day for the restaurant, which is good news.
Very cool.
So we're really happy about that.
What does winning look like for you in the marketing programs? Is it like a
Winning?
Is it like a clear return on investment, 100 names and numbers, people walking to the store, proof that we generate phone calls for you? What does winning look like?
A clear return on investment. And we've been pushing as a company a lot of, boosting sales. Someone orders a sandwich, try to get them to
Upsell,
have
yeah.
the combo, upselling, and that's really in the hands of the ladies and the managers. But we really want to be able to raise sales with what we have. We don't want to have to invent new products for like, oh, this marketing special. No, like really just market what we have.
Right. So it looks like your biggest challenge is that you don't have a clear ROI. Everything is pretty murky, and you're not really sure if it's working or not. Is that correct?
Yes.
And it's really not a position of saying, Jeff, you have to beat the ROI that we already have. It's, Jeff, we need to establish a ROI, right? Like, you could be working, you could not be working. We have no idea. We just need to know if this marketing is bringing in people. Is that correct? So if I show you how to do exactly that, would you be excited?
Yeah.
That is a yes, right?
Is the goal here that I'm gonna need to get the reports from the point of sale system and see the return on investment, like how much it's raised?
I'm gonna tell you. We have an automatic customer database. Like literally every time we generate a lead for you, you get a text, I get a text, and gets a text. Then I show you everybody that opted in. Literally like every 2 weeks we meet for 30 minutes and I go, here's 150 people that opted in, check your POS for them. Then you say, oh, they bought stuff, they bought stuff, they bought stuff.
Okay, but how do you check the POS for them?
You do.
How?
Name, number, and email, you look in the system.
Okay, that's something that we don't do. The ladies don't ask for emails, the ladies don't ask for telephone
You have
numbers.
somebody's name though, right?
They don't.
Alright.
So that would have to be like a change in procedure that we would have to implement. But then at the same time, like people as it is complain. You get into the bakery, there's a line, you have to take a number.
Yep.
And then, long line, so it's very quick. And then you're in the line and while they're preparing a coffee for you, they're also having, your sandwich being made in the back,
Yep.
and then your tab is open and they already give you the coffee, and like it's not very clear cut.
So
Like-
I'm going to show you everything I can do to get up to a point where we can prove an ROI.
Okay.
Every single thing that we can do. We went over the onboarding docs. I'm going to present to you how I generate wallet out ready by button C customers.
What is that?
Wallet out ready by button C customers.
Wallet out, ready by button.
Ready to buy, but
Ready.
in the C customers.
Butt in the seat.
Yeah.
Butt in
Yeah, it's just button the seed customers.
Yeah.
First time she's hearing
Yeah.
it, she goes.
So the term
Okay.
ready to buy, button the seat, wallet out customer is like, I'm ready to buy, please somebody take my order, which is the type of customers that you want. Like you can't really rely at the person at the register to, hey, would you like fries with that? No, you want to come in and you want them to say, I want fries with that.
Right.
That's like what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how we do that time and time again, whether it's like a bike shop, a chiropractor, a neurologist, dozens of businesses. This works because it works on people. This is the program.
Psychology.
It's exciting.
Wow.
This is the same program I was trained at Intel, the computer chip company.
Whoa.
The same program that I was poached by Ericsson to run for them. I was trained at University of Chicago, Washington, St. Louis. What's interesting, I have a background in finance. I don't care what the ad looks like, I care about the return on investment.
Exactly.
And results, right?
Fantastic.
So this is the wallet out ready by button C customer campaign. This is like there's 6 steps, but there's 7 to getting people to give you money.
Okay.
You have to do all of this. And as it turns out, digital marketing is kind of like going to the gym. Like you can go to the gym for 2 hours a day every day, and then you have nachos, and then it all just goes away, right?
Right.
It's the same way with your digital marketing.
Oh.
Like, this is your gym. This is everything outside of your gym. If you're only doing this, you're losing.
Yeah.
So we take care of everything else.
My goodness.
Yeah. We usually start the conversation with the Facebook ad itself because everybody understands a Facebook ad, but that's not step 1, that's step 2.
Okay.
So the big part about Facebook ads is you have to have an attention-getting, click-worthy act now offer that's worth breaking a habit over. Like a reason for somebody to stop their thumb and say, yes, I'm interested in that.
Right.
Let's say you're a chiropractor, $20 for an adjustment, nobody cares.
Right.
You can spend $3,000 a month on Facebook, get no results, and then say Facebook doesn't work. It's not Facebook, it's you.
Yeah, it's the message.
You have to have an attention getting click-worthy act now offer that's worth breaking a habit over. What's interesting is the chiropractor will fight me on this and say my $20 adjustment is attention getting click-worthy act now offer. And I go, no, it's not. It never is. And they go, how do you know, Jeff? You're not a chiropractor. Happens all the time, right? How does Jeff get 200 people a month to say, yes, I want to buy an $8,000 bike? How does Jeff get 75 people a month to say, yes, I want a car wash on US 1? How does he do that? I don't trust me. I ask your customers. I do real customer research.
Wow.
Like real human beings.
Wow.
I literally ask your future potential current and target customers about their needs, wants, fears, goals, and concerns. What they hate and what they've tried.
How?
I use Facebook.
But you ask them through our platform?
Nope.
Yeah, because then like
It's like cheating.
it looks ugly.
I gotta earn my keep. If I'm just leeching off you, it doesn't really count.
Okay.
What we do is we put the post on the wall because it has to look genuine. But we don't do anything other than that on your page. We do everything else inside the ads platform inside of Facebook. We target people based upon their age, their gender, the Fox News platform that they watch, how old they are, based upon a lookalike audience of people that used to go there and people that do go to your shops, based upon driving routes, based upon age and gender. We literally ask
Amazing.
your potential customers their needs, wants, fears, and goals, understand their tribal language, how they describe their problems, and they give us the keys to their wallet. Then we present them the attention getting click-worthy act now offer that's worth breaking a habit over.
Wow.
Yep.
Because you've listened to them first.
That's how your marketing is supposed to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. It shouldn't be from top down, it should be from bottom up.
You ask the person who's going to give you money what they want. You create an ad that solves that problem, alleviates that pain, move them towards their goal, put an honest dollar in front of it, and they will pay you money.
Okay, so ask me, I'm a potential client.
You're my customer's customer. I'm asking not you, but the people that give you money.
Right.
Yep.
So, but what if I was a customer?
All right, so let's say you are a potential customer for the bakery.
Yeah.
What's your number one problem when it comes to ordering food?
Where?
No, that's the question.
Oh. Healthy option.
Cool. What's your number one fear when you order food?
Excess like preservatives and fake things.
What are 3 things you want to learn about the place you buy food from?
If it's all like natural, it's not like, you know, frozen and fake.
Right. Hey Miami, sick and tired of frozen fake food that isn't natural, has too many preservatives, and having to wait in line? Then you have your attention getting click-worthy act now offer. My name is Jeff, I'm with the and I've got something amazing to show you.
That's awesome. Because our food is real food that you would cook in the house. You get a steak and you put it on the stove top. That's what we do.
And what's really interesting is when we run this customer research, we find 100 people just like you get a sale. Then we find 100 people not like you, and we show them a different ad. And then we find 100 people just like Diane, and we show them the ad. And then your phone starts ringing.
That is awesome.
This customer research is very often worth our fee alone.
Right.
Right here.
Research. Fantastic.
One of the most effective Facebook ads we've ever run is for the chiropractor that sat in your seat and fought me on $20 for an adjustment. I said no.
What did you run for him?
Well, that's what I'm leading into, right?
Okay.
So he fought me on the $20 adjustment. His name's going to come up a lot. He's on Sunset and 87th.
Okay.
Chiropractic, he fights me on everything. I go, I'm right, you're wrong. He says, prove it. Okay, fine.
Wonderful.
$20 adjustment. Those are my customers, Jeff. They're going to respond to that. I go, no, they're not. We run the research. The people that want to go to a chiropractor, the people that have the largest margins, the people that are most profitable, don't care about the $20 adjustment.
You know, because they're typically affluent.
They care about wasting time.
Do they? Wasting time?
Sick and tired of chiropractors that take 60 minutes for a 15-minute adjustment? My name is Jeff Miller with Chiropractic. I've got an amazing offer for you. Yep, be in and out in 15 minutes or less.
That is wonderful.
Yep. And what's really cool is we upsell them like your front desk or your front staff doesn't. Get 2 adjustments, an examination evaluation, optional doctor reported findings, a free massage, and a 15-minute upgrade for $89.99.
And you do that when they click the ad, you already offer all of that after that one click?
It's in the ad.
It's in there included.
I don't want to have to call back 100 people. If you're buying, this is the first self-selection. The strategy that you're being taught is cast the net wide and let people filter. And my strategy is I want people to buy from you. I move straight into the action.
Specific.
Yeah. So here's what's interesting.
Oh yeah, like isn't that enough? What
Yeah,
else is
great.
this, you know?
Give me $2,900. We're
right,
done here.
Right.
So here's what's interesting as well. The ads that you respond to are different than the ads that you respond to.
Okay, what are you interested in food? What were the questions you asked me? I would love to hear Diane's.
What's the number one thing you want to learn about buying food?
What's in it?
What's in the food? The
Right.
ingredients.
Right.
That's different than preservatives, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That key word, that tribal language is different. If you mention preservatives to her, that's different than what's in it. So we only show her that specific ad. We have age and gender targeting as well as interest-based targeting. If you respond to a certain ad, we only show you that ad. Why would I show you the wrong ad? Why would I show you the wrong ad?
Are you the kind of person that has access to the microphones and the telephones, and that's how you can show me, a sandwich if I'm just talking to Dan right now about a sandwich?
Oh, Facebook does that. It's super creepy. They stopped it like 3 months ago
It does do
people
that.
like me were like making it obvious, like, hey, you guys want to go to England? And 3 minutes later, there's an go to England ad. Yeah.
No.
So we started making fun of Facebook, and then they stopped it.
So they officially stopped it.
Yeah. Well.
How is that? How did that happen? How is that allowed?
It's not. But Facebook's in charge of me, and Facebook's in charge of us, and we are Facebook's product.
So how have they not gotten
Of course
to
they
the
have.
Supreme Court?
They've got NSA'd. They've gotten in trouble. That's why they stopped. But why would they tell us that they messed up? So, we only show your ad to people that want to actually click it and want to actually buy it.
Based on their history of data.
Based upon the ads and the customer research. Duh. Right?
Yeah.
Here's what's interesting. The ads that I respond to are different than the ads you and the ads from you. So imagine you're the chiropractor, the same one from earlier that fought me on the $20 thing that I convinced to sell his product services for more so we make more money.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're sitting in that chair. And I say, which combinations of age and genders buy chiropractor services? Is it women 18 to 29, men 40 to 49, anybody over the age of 60? Who's the best chiropractor patient? Remember, he told me, and I'm not going to tell you, but this is the screen you look at. You got to check those boxes. So which one do you think is the best combination of ages and genders to show a chiropractic ad to?
2.
Pick whatever you want. Anybody over the age of 18?
No.
Anybody over the age of 35? Is it all women forever and always? Or is it
I
only
mean,
men?
I think it could be, older, but also like athletes. So athletes are younger.
Former athletes over the age of 49, or old people and athletes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one.
Here's what's interesting. We're all wrong.
Oh.
So this is what I call a hippo moment, highest paid person's opinion. That's why I go with data first, because it doesn't matter what we think, it matters what actually happens. Turns out the only people that actually respond to chiropractic ads are women 30-39, and it's almost exclusively because of pregnancy. Yep, you got a person sitting on their sciatica nerve for 9 months, you have the double-breasted baby strap thing, you pick up your kids, and there goes that.
My goodness. It makes so much sense.
Of course.
And you get all that information
No.
by
No.
asking?
You have to run tests. No matter what, we're running this test. Like, this is an actual test. We will take, let's just say, I'm gonna make math easy. Let's just say it's $1 million, right? So I'm gonna take 10 grand, and I'm gonna show the ad only to men 18 to 29.
Oh,
And then I'm
dear.
gonna take 10 grand, and then only show it women 18 to 29, and then all the way down.
Oh, wow.
Yep,
Costs money to make money.
yep. So here's what's interesting. Men don't go to chiropractic at all. ever. They go to sports clinics. So until chiropractic becomes chiropractic and sports clinic, I am not showing his ad to men. Because men don't go to chiropractors. Men go to sports clinics. The only time a man has ever gone to a chiropractor,
His wife made him go, right?
his wife made him go. Yep. So why would I waste any money?
Yeah, seriously, my dad only goes to the doctor if my mom goes with him.
See?
Right?
Rat babies.
So
Incredible.
don't show a man a doctor ad. Show the wife.
Wow.
So let's say that we figure that out. Guess who's never seen your ad ever again? Immediately 10x the results.
How satisfying.
Every single time. Goes.
And what a huge market of women between 30 and 39. Huge.
Yep. It's perfect.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You have an ad that resonates, copy that makes sense, tied into the customer research, all of a sudden you're getting that ROI and direct measure result that you wanted.
Amazing. And it's almost.
Doesn't that make sense?
It really does. And it's almost better for you to have one target group than to have like two different target groups, because then your messaging will need to be, you know.
The
so
worst thing you
spend
can
more
do
money.
is, the phrase is, a person who chases two rabbits catches none.
Oh.
Right. So make all this line up. I tend to curse on my calls, I'm trying not to do it.
Sure.
Make all this line up. Yeah,
I don't mind cursing. It's
Diane's
fine.
like being
I
your
said the
best.
S word.
Diane,
That's all.
I think
So just watch it.
When we started.
the phrase was, Jeff, I said this, Jeff, be on your best fucking behavior.
Okay.
So your best bet is to make all this line up. But what happens is they put an ad on the internet, nothing works.
Nothing.
They aren't doing customer research, they aren't doing split testing. They say Facebook doesn't work for my business, and I go, okay.
Literally, all that gets done is you put a post, you boost it for like $3,
And then nobody buys anything.
and then what do you think you're gonna get from that? You
Right.
just see like a higher number of people that saw it, maybe some more likes.
Great, your graph moved from the left to the right. Isn't that exciting?
But did you actually get someone to go into the store?
Meanwhile, you're being taught that's a good idea because that's awareness. Yep. This is the secret behind billion-dollar businesses. They do this, they don't do, I don't mean to point to you about what you're being taught. This is at UM,
No,
right?
exactly.
Is this at UM?
This is at UM,
Great.
and this is that I'm back for my master's, which I'm like, I don't even know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
Cause I went through my undergrad, and I've been doing this for the bakery all 5 years, and I'm like, everything they teach you in school is like all theory. It's not
It's
practical.
pretty stupid.
It really is insane,
It's like, hey, this doesn't work in real life. You want to learn it?
right?
No. Great, give me $40,000. No.
It's not fair.
This is literally the program that turns small businesses into billion-dollar businesses and keeps billion-dollar businesses big. It's all derivatives of this. What's interesting is if this was like the 1950s, instead of Facebook first customer research, we'd be doing Nielsen ratings.
Right.
That's right, oh my God.
Instead of Facebook ads, it would be a catalog. Instead of targeting, we'd be doing zip codes.
Wow. Which would take so much more time.
And effort and energy. This is why all of a sudden you have like that 21-year-old making $1 million a day. Because he figures this shit out.
No.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
you've run Facebook ads before, right?
Yeah.
Your ad has to click somewhere, right? Has to
Mhm.
go somewhere.
Yeah.
Here's what's interesting. If you're sending your customer-driven research, unique attention-getting offer, and split-tested traffic to your website,
When you get to the website, you lose them.
immediately.
Why?
It's too confusing, there's too many buttons, nothing lines up, people think they're being Russianed and hacked, and what's even more interesting, when was the last time you spent 45 minutes on a website trying to find that certain thing? Did you close out and start all over again, or did you keep looking?
Definitely not. 5 minutes or less.
30 seconds if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
considering everything is mobile first,
It is.
you got that much space to work with. So why would I risk my research, my dollars, because your website doesn't align with what they want? So I don't. I don't.
And we just got a new
Yeah.
person to
Yeah.
get on the website.
Yeah. Tell them to install the Pixel, please and thank you.
Install a Pixel,
Yeah, the Facebook Pixel.
Facebook Pixel.
You've got 1,000 people a day looking at your website with no automatic follow-up.
Great.
Awareness, right? So, landing page.
Oh geez.
Oh geez. Looks like the ad.
Really?
Looks just like the ad. You ever see an ad in a, here we go, old school. Imagine you're walking into a restaurant, you hold up the newspaper ad, and then you look at the restaurant and there are 2 different fonts, 2 different logos, 2 different sizes, 2 different people. You go, well, that must be the wrong place.
Exactly.
Why would I risk that?
Of course.
The photo is the same. The ad is the same. The copy is the same. It's a carbon effing copy. The only thing that
Really?
changes is they say, great, you want your stuff, give me your name, number, and email.
Damn.
That's it. Everything else is the same. We host on our own servers, lightning fast, mobile friendly. I don't have to wait for your ad guy to do whatever.
Wait, you would do our website?
No, I run this myself on our own servers. I don't touch anything on there.
So we would have like a separate landing page.
Yep. It's all included in the package. Because I know the only thing that you care about is the ROI and the direct measurable result. That's the only thing that matters. I'm not going to wait for your IT guy for 6 weeks to do something wrong. Why? Right? That's the sigh. I did a lot of those. So, looks like the ad, loads fast, mobile friendly. I'm not making it hard for people to raise their hand and give you money. Great, this is what I want. Uses my tribal language, solves my problem, alleviates my pain. Name, number, and email, you got it. Let's do this. What's interesting is I know when somebody walks in or phone calls you, that's worth a lot more than a name, number, and email. Somebody's calling you, they want to buy from you.
Exactly.
You do phone in orders, right?
Yeah, 24 hours a day.
Cool. Right after the landing page, most people just send it to a thanks. I say, thank you, here's an offer to make you give me a phone call. It's called a thank you offer. Makes total sense. You ever see those old like infomercials? But wait, call now.
Right.
But wait, call now.
Right.
That's easy.
I literally bought. Have you seen the MyPillow the MyPillow
No.
infomercial? Have you seen the
Yes.
MyPillow infomercial?
Yes.
I bought the pillows.
Great.
I love them.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it took it took like a couple days to adjust to the new pillow, but I literally ordered it at like 12 o'clock at night on the infomercial,
Really?
and I pulled out my credit card, and it was so easy to order, and it was a live person, like anytime, and I bought
You got
them.
the pillows. Wow.
And then $80. Apparently, it's like that's the price of one pillow, but they gave me two
Two.
pillows
Oh,
for
I see.
$80.
Call now and double your order.
Right.
Duh.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
Mobile first, click to call, whether you're on desktop, tablet, Apple, PC, whatever it is. You can actually click and talk to somebody right now, and that person will be at your location. What's even cooler is when that button dials, we all get a text, so you know I sent you a phone call. And there's a whisper message. Hey, this is from Facebook. Get ready to get an order. And then at first what happens is the front desk lady says, who is this? And then she goes, oh. And then she knows this
Oh,
person
That's wonderful.
came from here, saw this is the age, that's the offer.
Amazing.
So all she has to do is say, great, would you like to double it today?
Wow.
Here's what's cool. I record all the calls. So when you don't get a pickup, you get a call from me. Jeff likes to yell at his customers. Yeah.
Make sure that
You'll call the store,
I just sent you 5 phone calls, they all went to voicemail. What the hell happened?
and that's something that recently we've been optimizing the phone
Mhm.
systems, and so now when you call, you get first a voice recording. Please hold, and then,
Imagine if you called it by a pillow and said, please hold.
so
Right.
wouldn't that be step one before we go through all this
Nope.
work?
Nope, not at all. I do all the call routing automatically.
So you would change it?
This runs independently of your business. All you do is receive money. I shoulder the responsibility. You pay me to do it, but
So
that's
we
the idea.
pay you $3,000,
Mhm.
and you're saying that those $3,000 we're gonna see back. Guaranteed.
The guarantee is a 30 customer opportunity minimum. I absolutely positively 100% guarantee you'll get 30 phone calls within the day of you signing over the course of 30 days.
Right.
If you don't, I will pay your next month's bill for you. And if you don't get 30 that day, I'll pay your next month's bill again. And that will happen.
Because of your whole system, you track which customers completed in order. Because, for example,
I can listen to the phone call and I can hear somebody say, great, thanks so much for your order. Get them on my phone.
like, how do you know? Like, they could have called and said, hey, I want to order a cake for Saturday.
This phone number is unique to me.
But maybe they didn't finish placing the order. They just got information.
This phone number only appears here and nowhere else. Then it magically routes to your location. This is not your phone number. It's a tracking number. Only people that go through this entire process can see this and click to call. That way you know it's from me. That's
Right.
why my stuff doesn't run on your website. I don't want the numbers getting mixed up.
I agree. And how would you route that one phone number to 13 different stores?
Oh, we're doing 13 locations?
I mean, that would be the deal.
Well, that's a big number because that's a big number.
13 plus 3 is what?
13 times 3.
Times 3. 3 is.
Yeah.
What is 3 for?
That's how much I charge.
Oh, 3,000.
And you want 13 locations.
Oh,
This
it's
isn't
not for
good.
the whole company.
This is gonna do one location at a time.
Mm,
When you get that ROI, we're talking about the second location.
I see.
You get the ROI, the third location. I gain nothing by trying to steal from you, but I gain everything by proving that this works.
Of course.
We've had locations go from 1 to 3 to 5 to 7, and now I do 18 car washes across the Southeast United States.
Wow.
Yep. What's
Amazing.
interesting about him, and because we've dialed in the research so much, he pays me a flat rate for 200 customers guaranteed.
Right.
200 customers, not customer opportunities like phone calls. That's what you get. Later on, we'll talk about customers. But he gets 200 customers guaranteed. Why? Because all of this is lined up. You see how this makes sense?
So then let me ask you, we work on this and the communications department has a lot of other things going on. Would we stop optimizing the website because you want it to line up with this?
So what happens? So the bike shop, I think we're spending like $4,000 a month in optimizing his website, like SEO or whatever that means. And
Right,
maybe-
SEO.
Yeah, whatever that means. Like maybe he was.
Why
making-
whatever that means?
So-
Apparently that's something that we really don't have any SEO optimization on our website.
Mhm.
Now we just partnered with, this is our first month together, and now you search Cuban Bakery and we're the first bakery that will show up.
Great. So the reason why I said whatever that means is because there's no direct measure results. I'm not going to the gym just to go to the gym. I'm going to the gym to gain muscle or lose weight. I'm not playing football just because I'm playing football to win. This is winning. With SEO, maybe?
Yeah, you're just guaranteeing that you're getting them to the page.
Great.
But then the page needs to prove to
Right.
close a sale.
Here's what's interesting. This happened with 5 other customers so far. They test us out, they're like, okay, 2,900 a month, we'll see what happens. And they're spending like $5,000 a month on like SEOing their website or like AdWords or something like that. And then by the second month, which is our second strategy session, I go, here's everybody that we sent to you. Huge list, hundreds of people. Here's everything that they bought. You're getting a direct measure result.
How do you know what they bought?
Well, you're the only person that says, I don't know. Everybody else goes, oh, let me check. And then they ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, but
we got
you're
so
saying
good-
if you have their name,
Mhm.
we would need to have their name in our point of sale system.
You're the only customer that has this challenge because they just swipe their credit card and then they can see like if it's Alex and Alexander, it's fine. The end result though is these numbers are rarely even close. We have a bike shop who stopped all their SEO work and only spends money here because we can target rich people.
But I would want to be prepared so that when we get to step 2, we can compare
Yeah,
and have it make sense.
that's why this runs independently. I'm not touching anything here. Maybe install a pixel, but that's it. Takes 15 seconds, but that's it. Because I know this program effing works. Like this is $1 million process. It is literally saving people's businesses or accelerating them to a brand new stratosphere. This works. So, I mentioned that people fill out the form, right?
Okay.
Cool. Every time that happens, you get a text, Diane gets a text, and I get a text. Everybody's in the know. So there's no confusion about who said what or did what or if Jeff's performing or not.
So for example, for one location, we have the manager on shift number 1,
Yep.
a leader for shift number 2, and another leader for shift number 3.
Yep.
So we could program for all those 3 people
Yep.
to get the.
Mhm. Here's what's even cooler. I do something called sneaky surveys.
Hmm.
Because my job is to solve your problems, alleviate your pains, and make you more money. Remember how I mentioned that some of the problems earlier was like the sales and marketing training? That's why
Yeah.
we're redoing this whole room to bring in like 20 people sales and marketing training. Because sometimes everything lines up, but something in your store doesn't,
For sure.
right? So I do something called the sneaky survey. 5 minutes after one of these leads opts in, they magically get a text from the owner. So strange how this owner is really involved in his business, is customer focused first. Automatically.
So, we've been looking into this with a company called Broadly, and apparently they want to get our phone numbers at the end of, and emails at the end of every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been asking Spot On to give me an end of the day report of who are the new logins on email.
Cool.
And then for one location, asking for the phone numbers and get the phone number report at the end of the day.
Cool.
Then the next day, they would get a message from Kery, how was your most recent visit?
Mhm.
If it was good, they send you in automatically to Gmail, Facebook, or whatever to leave a good review. If
Yep.
it was bad, they forward you to a email, private email.
Cool.
So
How much does that program cost, or that process cost?
that program is, I think it's like $120 for just one location.
Great, so that's included in ours.
So
And it's better than what you're talking about. You're on the right path. But here's what's interesting. 5 minutes after somebody opts in, they automatically get a text from the owner. Not 24 hours later. Not the next day.
how do
Not
they
when,
get it?
Not when somebody forgot to send you a report.
Right.
5 minutes.
How do you do that?
Well, we actually have 14 series of softwares that line up behind this program. Yeah, I have a coding background, and even then I'm getting gray hairs from this.
Yeah.
So magically, 5 minutes after, hey, my name is Joseph, I'm the owner of Kery. I'm super psyched you decided to opt in. Here's a link to your voucher. Stop by anytime. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
The owner's being involved in me and my success. Love it.
Right.
People respond.
Sure.
Yep. So we get to compile that, and by the way, I can respond from my phone using a unique number right there, if need be. Why if need be? Because 2 weeks later, James is the best owner ever. He's just checking in. Hey, this is James giving Bakery. How was your voucher and your experience? Did you get in touch with anybody? And then we find business blind spots. We find areas of improvement.
So that's something that we have developed a program using Slack.
Mm-hmm.
So automatically when someone posts on Yelp or Google,
Yep.
within 24 hours, that message gets forwarded to a Slack channel
Mm-hmm.
along with the email for that specific store.
Yep.
So we have that for all 13 locations, and the manager gets that notification in their phone,
Yep.
like ASAP, to be able to attend to any issues that were shown in the comments.
Cool. So you're on the right path. Here's what we found, by the way. Our car wash locations, sometimes people are approached with an attitude. That's interesting.
Yeah, us, we have a language barrier.
Mhm.
Most of our ladies speak Spanish,
Right.
and they have attitude.
Right. Now, maybe that's totally okay. Maybe they're totally fine with somebody full of flavor and life. My hairdresser gives me a whole lot of attitude, it's perfectly fine.
Yours too, huh?
Yeah. But maybe it's not.
Right.
Maybe that's a business blind spot. And
It
won't
is an
know-
issue for us.
Mhm. We won't know until we have real proof. Then Jeff can fix stuff. What's interesting is the results of the sneaky survey always fall into 3 big buckets. You know this. The first one is people loved it. There's your loyalty program. Give
Yeah.
me another reason to come in. I reply automatically with a text saying, I'm super psyched you had an amazing time. Can I give you 10% off your next purchase? Great.
Do you sync into the Spot On tablet?
Yep.
Because like, how will you know when they were just there?
The average turnaround time for these programs is 12 days. Why? Because you have a job, you have kids, you have a mortgage. Every business is fighting for 4th place amongst all the red dots and dials on your phone. A lot of things going on.
What do you mean 4th place?
Job, mortgage, kids, 1, 2, and 3. Everyone's fighting for 4th.
Look at that.
Yep. So they opt in on Monday, they forget about the weekend, and then next week they come in. That's why we do 14 days. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
The result of the sneaky survey. We love you. Repeat customer recognition program. Come back again. Awesome. Your ROI goes through the roof. I hate you. You're the worst business ever. Oh my effing God.
Yeah, we get those.
Now we can fix it. And then there's a middle chunk of saying, sorry, life happens, I got in the way. And I say, not to worry, we're ready when you are. You literally have 60% of your population loving you or wanting to buy from you, and then 30% with areas of improvement.
That's exactly what it is. Because when we do, every 2 weeks, we close out the reports from the comments, and the managers get an incentive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we try to encourage them. They get a certain bonus for every 5-star.
Yeah.
So we do try to encourage them. So we need to, sync that with payroll every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see and fix it. So,
Yep.
yeah, fantastic.
See, more interesting. You know about Kim Kardashian, right? Everybody knows about Kim Kardashian. You know what she sells?
Lust.
Lust. Sex. Her butt. But I mean, really, how do you give Kim Kardashian money? Somebody has to give her money, right? Is it like advertising? I know she owns a purse store on Miami Beach, but I've never been there.
I have no idea.
How do people? What is Kim Kardashian?
How does she profit?
How do people give her money? You sell baked goods. That's how I give you money, right?
Yeah.
How does Kim Kardashian?
She sponsors.
She gets sponsored, right? Here's what's interesting. We all know of Kim Kardashian. We've never given her money, but we are more interested in her and her story and her soap opera sequence of a life than we are about giving her money, because that's how stories work in people's brains. People are more interested in the real estate agent that climbed himself out of poverty than they are about the home he's selling.
Right.
So we do the same thing.
It's amazing. So true.
Every day for 5 days after somebody opts in, we send them a soap opera sequence email that makes sense, that talks about the business's
Soap opera
story.
sequence email.
It's called the soap opera sequence, yeah.
That is
it's a real
fantastic.
thing. It's a real thing, yep.
Like your own reality TV show.
Yep. High drama, conclusion, introduction, upsells, act now,
Holy
offer.
crap.
This is your automatic follow-up.
And we have a good story, actually.
Nobody knows that my bike shop guy fled South America, snuck into an MBA program in Spain, and resettled in Miami to build a business his father would be proud of. Nobody knows that.
Amazing.
Now 400 people do.
Wow.
That's how we got.
Now I want to go to that bike shop.
You're more interested in his story than his bikes.
For sure.
How do you give him money? You buy his bikes. Doesn't this make sense?
Oh my god.
Like,
Can you imagine a bike shop doing that? I mean,
yeah.
and the car wash guy.
Car wash guy, yeah.
Amazing.
Car wash guy. Like, literally, he built a business around car washes. But that's not his story. That's how you pay him back for his story.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We catch 3 to 5 leads a week of people who respond to this stuff saying, love it.
Of course. It's real. It's God, wow.
This works on people. If you were selling financial services to Goldman Sachs, I would say get out of my office. This doesn't work.
On robots.
Yeah, this works on people. We didn't even talk about the retargeting, the A/B testing, custom audience, nothing like that. Remember how I mentioned the pixel?
Mm-hmm.
You're missing a pixel. That's how Facebook tracks people. So when I look at the baked delicacies, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm gone forever. Or Jeff sets up retargeting, and magically, 3 days later, here's an act now offer about baked delicacies using the same photo you saw on the website. Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
It's the same thing Amazon does. You ever put pants in a cart in Amazon and don't buy it? Because pants are everywhere.
That's right. I did that with a bed. I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah, you're like,
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
there's so many beds
nonstop.
everywhere. There's beds.
For sure.
Great, except you bought. Or maybe not, but you will.
Does it stop when you finally buy?
Nope. Facebook figures it out.
Took a while and then went away.
Yep.
No, I don't see it anymore.
Yep.
And another thing, looking at it from this perspective, because when you're so into something, sometimes it's hard.
Yep.
Like, people know, they don't know it by baked delicacies, they know it by pastelito.
Right. So
Like,
why does it
the
say
F
baked
does it not
delicacies?
say pastelito?
Why does it not use the tribal language people are using to describe their problems? Why does your website reflect how you view your business and not how your customers view your business? My website, Cool Beans Digital, does not mention A/B testing or split testing. It says, would you like more leads and people coming to your business? Would you like a free 5-step guide on how I got 100 people walking to the chiropractor office in 30 days or less?
Is that what you say?
Yeah. And then they go, yeah, I think so. Nobody buys split testing from me. They buy results, because that's how they describe their language. I did this before I launched my business. Everything you brought up is from here. That's how I have good answers. Every term I've used is from here. That's why this makes sense to you. I mentioned Kim Kardashian. Why? Because I was in the research.
My goodness.
Isn't this nuts? This is $1 million business right here. Just this whiteboard, which we are on track for. So, you're probably wondering how much this darn thing costs, right? I mean, you know how much it is. Do you want me to sell you one, or do you just want to sign?
Here's the thing. You're telling me all these things, and it's like, it seems like the save all, you know, this is really gonna get us results. And I even spoke to my dad, and he says, you know, let's stop print, you know, let's stop making the posters, flyers, all those things.
Yep.
Let's just go digital.
Yep.
We actually have the opportunity now. We have digital ads in our stores. So we have 2 digital ad TV monitors, and the menus are now on ad TVs.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this great deal going on with them that basically we're getting the menu TVs for free. So by them putting their ad TVs,
Yep,
they're
they
getting
get
money
50.
from the advertisers, and we get 30% of those ads. So it's awesome. So we're gonna go all digital there. And my dad even said, you know, let's go into digital advertising. That's where it's going. So this is perfect. But other things that we have on the table, like I custom created that program with the reviews. I have Broadly, trying to work with one location to get that, you know, that call. But it seems like a lot of work, you know, export every day.
I coded this out.
The website, even optimizing the website more. We've even had on the table for over 1.5 years, the online ordering part. And we still haven't launched it because it's a lot. And then a mandatory for us is every product needs to be synced with a point of sale system.
Yep.
So coffee, code 1234. Coffee with sugar, code 1236. So every single one needs like a specific POU code attached. So that's on the table. And then it's like, I'm trying to refocus. You know, we have too many things. I'm trying to really just refocus.
So, every 2 weeks we meet for 30 minutes, either in person or on Zoom. We do a screen share. Here's the status updates. Here's the results. Here's the people that opted in. Here's the recordings of the phone calls. This time for this program takes you 30 minutes every 2 weeks. I shoulder the responsibility, you take credit.
It's insane.
Yep.
Now, I feel like I'll have to put the brakes on certain other things.
That would be cool, but you don't have to.
Because then, yeah, I get what you mean. But it is $3,000.
So,
3,000 divided by 13 stores. Well, it's only for one store.
yeah, so here's what's
But
interesting.
it is generating awareness in the greater Miami area,
It's generating dollars, sales, leads, and conversions.
which is more than we're doing in trying to cover
Right.
all stores.
Right.
And if we're getting it for one. The one store that we would do is our flagship store.
Yeah.
We just opened our store on Kery. Took sales away, and then Kery also opened 2 blocks down from us on that store. So that store is lower in sales than it ever has.
So imagine this scenario. Imagine at the end of the first month, you have over 200 people that Facebook identified as a potential customer that live within 2 miles, that saw the ad, clicked on the ad, typed in their name, number, and email, and then called. That's a real scenario. It happens. Imagine if 3 or 4 times a day you got people calling in, knowing it came from this program.
Right.
Imagine if you had a huge database of hundreds of people that you can send them mass text to and people say, I'm in.
Yeah, and then for example, like Spot On, we have 19,000 emails on Spot On,
Yep.
which is great.
And how are you turning them into money? You're
We're not.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to uncover their needs, wants, fears, and goals, and the keys to that person's wallet. The customer research serves as a customer reignition campaign. All of a sudden, 19,000 people say, oh yeah, it will be going there.
Damn.
The expert secret, this generates enough leads to cover our keep for the first month.
In the first month, we'll already see a return.
Yep. Here's how this program is structured. I told you I worked at Intel, right?
Yes.
You can see how this program is useful, right?
Yes.
You can see how this is powerful, right? This is why. When I was at Intel, I was the management consultant behind this program. You could borrow me and I would run this program for you. It cost you $225,000 for 6 months and nobody cared because they did sales leads and ROI. Big deal, right? That's 6 months. If you were to go to a New York-based marketing company, they would charge you $150,000
Like Mad Men.
and only deliver this.
Wow.
If you were to go to a Coral Gables-based
Advertising agency.
Crispin Porter, something like that,
Sure.
I'm just going to put Miami. They would charge you 85 grand, require a 12-month agreement, like a contract.
Yeah.
The cool part about that is they sign and then they don't have to work for 11 months and 2 weeks.
Wow.
Jeff charges $2,900 a month. Month to month, no long-term agreement. You literally have me
Month to
forced-
month. That's fantastic.
I am forced to perform immediately.
Right.
If you don't get 30 customer opportunities within the first 30 days, then the next month I pay your bill for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get 30 customer opportunities that next month, I pay your bill again.
But what does 30 customer opportunities, not total sales? So let's say if they are sales and the average customer spends $8, 30 times 8 is,
Well, these customers are worth $1,000 a piece, right?
they come back.
Yeah. That's why I do sneaky surveys. And that's why I record the phone calls. Because this is like an uncomfortable parent-student-teacher relationship. I have to prove to you that this program is working, that I'm setting you people, that something is wrong there. And it happens. I sent 5 real-life human beings to a car wash at 10 a.m. They weren't open.
Right.
So, Jeff, who likes to get yelled at with his customers, calls the location. They don't pick up the phone. Jeff calls the GM. He goes, what are you talking about? I'm looking at the crew right now. I go, no. They weren't there at 10 a.m. He goes, they're there right now. I go, you call them. He calls, they don't pick up the phone. He goes, that's weird. Calls again. Doesn't pick up the phone. They're just hanging around. One of the employees accidentally put the phone on mute for 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
You know those Cisco phones where you can push a button incorrectly? The mute button. Who's going to see a blinking sign amongst all the things? How can we found out? Because Jeff does the call recording. Because Jeff
No calls.
does sneaky surveys. If I had not, I know my contract would not have been renewed. I am incentivized to make sure that your staff syncs up.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many accounts do you manage?
12. We take it on a cohort basis.
Take it on a what?
A cohort. So I onboard 4 customers, and I stop taking on new customers until those 4 customers have this program up and running.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The car wash grew from 1 location to a lot. He pays us a flat rate now. The bike shop went from 1 location to 3. He pays us a flat rate now. Chiropractor launched a brand new product and service, an entire line of business. Why?
Wow.
You are literally one yes away from a brand new line of business.
I can't wait.
And it's all inside of a soon-to-be painted drywall.
I'm gonna get that going.
Yeah. So, if this is something you're interested in, this is what happens. You sign the top right under my signature. We don't start working until you pay.
Right.
Not before. You'll get an invoice for $2,900 a month.
Right.
You pay that, then we start. Not before.
Exactly. And and Jeff is here today.
You think I'm gonna get poached again?
But if Jeff
You think I'm
isn't
gonna
here,
disappear?
isn't here tomorrow, he decides to
Sell his company and fly to
build
Hawaii?
a satellite in outer
Hang out with the
space
Tesla that's
and
floating
take
in
over the
space.
world.
Might happen. You afraid
Where
of it?
are we?
Are you afraid that this program is going to work so well that I leave you? Is that what's happening?
So do we have, that research so that has learned over the course of time some things that Jeff has done?
That's the double-edged sword, by the way. If I don't
Okay.
teach you, you will leave.
If you don't teach me, I will leave.
Yeah. So that's why I got a
You
strategy
share that
session.
with her.
Right.
Yeah. There's a screen share. There's a customer research. Here's what we're doing. What I found, by the way, is when I don't teach people, they try to run it themselves, they ruin it. But when
Of
I
course.
teach people, they keep me longer.
Exactly.
Every single time. What's interesting,
Yeah, because you want to know what you have your hands in,
here's what's cool.
Yeah.
This is $2,900 a month. Wait till you see our $10,000 a month program. You're
And-
seeing the start of it right here.
Wow. Is there going to be a green screen?
It's in that room.
I feel it.
Yep. We shoot videos. I'm the spokesperson for Coconut Grove Cycling.
Really?
If you're in Coconut Grove and you like anything related about bikes, my face pops up.
It's you.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeff Miller, and here's 90 seconds on 3 things about your next triathlon.
That is wonderful.
Yep. We generate more leads from people interested in that video than any other marketing has ever done in the past 10 years.
It's like how much money has been thrown away on trying things that just don't work.
Yep.
You know, right? You know.
Yeah. I mean, something so basic. These poster holders, these acrylics. When you walk into the bakery, we have it hanging on a chain, $125 each acrylic holder. You walk into the store and the people, they don't even read it.
Yep.
And if they do,
You don't know.
yeah. And then they break, you have to replace it, and then you need every single month to replace the poster that's in.
Great.
So,
you've essentially created another job for somebody to spend more money on something that you don't know if is working.
that we don't know.
Why would I ever do that for you?
If we literally just cut the posters,
Yep.
we'll already have $1,000 there that could go towards this. So where am I gonna cut costs for the other $1,900? Because that's what I would wanna do. I would wanna go to the team and say, we're gonna do this.
You're going to show them the video.
This video?
That's why I filmed it.
No.
Yeah, because I know that that's from the customer research, by the way.
It's real.
I know that if you have to translate, you're gonna mess it up.
For sure.
It's gonna be like a 3-minute thing,
Dude!
and then it's gonna ruin. That's why I film it. I edit it so that we don't have the
It does.
preamble, but yeah. So I know you didn't look at this,
No.
but here's what's really cool.
Okay.
There's 3 pages of stuff that you get. Some of it's not on here.
Okay.
You should read this
Yes, I will.
and see everything that you get. Because every single hesitation you can possibly think of is solved on here. You can tell them this before, right?
So, I would like to also.
You signing does not mean you're obligated. I don't start work until you pay.
Right, of course. I would like to also go through the motions of what it's gonna look for us. So, one of the clients that you have that I can find their ad, click on it, and see what that looks like.
Oh, you want samples?
Yeah, like an example, you know, to know what to expect.
So, the company's cycling.
Okay.
They're in Coconut Grove. Because Coconut Grove is weird. I will show you the 200 leads that we generated for him, as well as screenshots of the conversation of him saying, Jeff, I just sold $16,000 worth of bikes today. Jeff, did you target a rich Jamaican dude that flown in today? And I go, yeah. Because on Facebook, you can target rich people that fly into Miami. How cool is that, right? Chiropractic, he's on my website.
Okay.
He was my first customer.
What's your website?
Coolbeansdigital.com.
Oh.
But did you know?
Here.
Yeah. It's already on there. That's so weird. Yeah, right?
It's pretty sharp.
Here's what's cool though. I'm a Facebook guy,
Mm-hmm.
first and foremost. So guess where all my proof is? There's a year's worth of proof. Stalk me all you want.
Wonderful.
Yep.
And what do you think about Instagram?
We've never generated a sale because of Instagram. Ever.
Really?
Ever. You're not selling detox teas and you're not Kim Kardashian. Instagram is part of the retargeting strategy.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, Facebook bought Instagram, so
Yep.
Facebook is it better than Instagram?
Facebook is where you generate this.
Money.
You get real life human beings wanting to pay you money, and then they forget. And Instagram, as well as the rest of the internet, reminds them. Wait till I target Diane, it's a lot of fun. You're just gonna see pasta as well as the internet.
Pastelitos, that'd be great.
Yep.
Okay. And how do I find you on Facebook? Cool Beans?
Jeff Miller.
Oh, Jeff Miller.
Yep.
Okay.
There's no use in me hiding behind a brand. It's stupid. It's literally.
People don't want that. It's like what you're saying on that 6th step. People want to know you,
Yep.
your story.
Who's Apple?
Steve Jobs.
Who's Tesla? Nobody knows that pronounce name. Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Facebook?
Yes. Right? Jeff?
That's Amazon.
Oh,
Facebook is Mark Zuckerberg.
that's right.
Every billion-dollar business has a person that I and you genuinely believe is in charge of everything. They're not. But they know that people like dealing with people. So guess what?
So true.
So, my company's name is Jeff Miller is Marketing. Do you know why I have Cool Beans Digital?
Why?
Because they said, wouldn't that be Cool Beans?
No kidding.
I'm eating my own cooking. Yeah.
Seems like the dream.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. We took a car wash from 0, brand new location, no Facebook ads, no awareness, no audience, no Instagram, nothing. From 0 to 200 customer opportunities in 2 months, 60 phone calls, 45 walk-ins. If you got
Wow.
that alone, you'd be jumping up and down.
For sure.
Yeah. We do that every single month for every single car wash location.
That's good money.
Yeah, not like,
5 walk-ins, 60 phone calls.
yeah. And not like, oh, it would be great if you gave me a coupon. No, 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 no. This is everything you get for $29.99. Are you in? Give me my voucher. I want to give you money for this $29.99 offer.
Right.
Hey, can I have my thank you offer now? I want to schedule my appointment. Those are real life phone calls that I've listened to.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's why I asked about that Valentine's Day thing. Because if we had this program running up a month ago, Valentine's Day customer research, using the person's tribal language, I'll bet
Those little cakes should have been
you should have made $1 million.
so attractive to people.
So, you did the product version of what people do with their ads where they only did this. If you started with the customer research, that's part of our
I literally got like 4 likes.
That's it?
Yeah,
Well, you
like
only
4
got-
likes on the things, and I even got like apparently people like to see pictures in the natural setting. I mean, I even did some that I have like this photo box, and you can really see the product. It's good for highlighting the product.
So what you're doing right now is focusing only on the gym and not everything else.
You're gonna feel so good. You're
not using your potential customer's language.
So,
Oh, that's cute.
that one's nice. Okay, 14 likes. That one's good. 2 shares. I mean, what do you think? Is that good? We have 5,000 followers.
Great.
And we have 14 likes. These are like some professional photos. Now we have the restaurant.
That's a business page, right?
Yeah, it's the business
Oh,
page.
all right. Well,
Why?
when you're done, I'll tell you what happens.
Okay. So now we have, these were professional photos that we paid literally $600 for these professional photos. For the restaurant. These were the ones, project focused, our little hearts.
Cute.
Super cute, and it even comes gift wrapped, like,
I know, we should have.
and nobody, look, what do you think? It doesn't make you want to buy it for your Valentine's.
I'm not even looking at it, by the way.
Why?
I'm not looking at it.
Why?
Nope, it doesn't matter.
Why not?
It doesn't matter.
Those are all this effort.
That's the effort that you put in there, right?
Yes.
And how much does it
Look,
stop?
and then my dad, okay, that my dad doesn't really know about Facebook and all these things. He puts these photos, no editing,
Yeah.
no really kind of
What's
like,
your dad's name, by the way? Yep.
no really anything, and he gets 24 likes. He is, yeah.
Here's where you, and this is part of our additional training.
Yeah, people want to see him.
You
They
wanna get-
like that it's him.
You want to get learned real fast?
Sure.
Remember how I mentioned Apple versus Steve?
Yeah.
It's Steve, not Apple. It's not Kery.
Dude.
Facebook made a structural decision 2 years ago to say people do not want to interact with business. Nobody knows I love the fact that GE likes my status. Nobody says that. It's not a thing. But they get excited when a human being does.
Exactly.
So they say, great, we're just going to downgrade every single business page on Facebook. Your reach is shit. Nobody wants it. And
Horrible.
Facebook is penalizing you for it. So, what happened?
It's like,
Nobody told you.
there's so much effort
Yep.
and nothing.
That's awkward.
It is frustrating.
Give me the name of a famous chef that you know of off the top.
Guy Kery.
What's the name of this company? Nobody knows,
No, not at all.
but it's Guy Ferrari.
Well, diners, drive-ins, and dives is shown on the Food Show Network.
Great, but that took a little bit of a brain
Yeah.
fuck, right? It's about the guy. It's not about his business.
For sure.
Nobody told you
He's a
to.
boss.
Yeah. Nobody told you 2 years ago that's how Facebook flex things. That's how people think. They cut up the people. So, you pushed this, and you pushed this instead of building a real genuine human connection. That's
But
why
doesn't have time. I want to take that job away from him
You
because
aren't-
he has to keep, expanding and, doing what he does to run the business. And
No, no,
that's
no,
what
no,
he should have,
Steve
his
Jobs.
communication department for.
You think Steve Jobs is doing everything Apple, or do you think Steve Jobs said, I need to be Steve?
Right.
Remember the ad up here that said, hey, my name is Jeff, and I'm doing something amazing to promote my chiropractor office?
Yeah,
You see the people there? They're real life people.
they are.
Imagine if you had real life people saying, we've got an amazing special for Valentine's Day. Using the tribal language, alleviating your customers' fears, pains, and goals. Imagine if you had, we're going to deliver it to your office today. Imagine.
We do delivery.
Great.
We deliver to you guys.
Right.
We deliver to you guys.
So that was in your ad, right? Oh.
Now, you know what my dad has done now? Now he has people with arrow signs,
Mm-hmm.
and literally the ladies are going to the street and doing the arrow signs.
Great.
We have
So
video.
on the arrow sign.
That's real.
Right.
And
What
it
is
says
it?
we deliver.
Okay. All right.
24 hours.
Great.
Package bigger.
All right. So you know why you didn't get the result you wanted. There's no customer research. You didn't use a tribal language. You didn't have a Facebook ad that gave them a reason to stop, take action, and got their attention. You didn't have a photo that's reflecting of them or you.
Yeah, I'm not using like
You're doing awareness.
talking the way that they would talk. Hey, come get these little cakes. They're great.
Yeah.
I'm like, cute quote. Hearts.
Inspirational Instagram, great.
Yeah.
This program is $2,900 a month, month to month, no long-term agreement. What other questions do you have, and can I close you today?
I can't close today because I need to talk to my dad. But aside from that, I want to be able to cut costs from other things that aren't working in order to invest it here.
There you go.
So immediately, posters are out.
Yep.
I'm taking them down. That's gonna save us $1,000.
Cool.
What next can I take off so I can get these 2,900 and then it's gonna go to you?
What other sales and marketing advertising are you doing right now? Flyers.
We do flyers here and there, but it's not a big deal.
All right.
We don't do them often.
You've got a lot of software running.
Yeah, trying to really make the most efficient thing.
How much are
The
you spending on
reviews
it?
program,
Okay.
that's, yeah, roughly $1,000
A month.
a month. But that's not really something that I could take off the table right now. We've
How much are you
invested
spending?
over a year.
Okay. Well, you just have to put it on pause to prove me wrong. Right?
That's true.
How much are you spending on SEO on your website?
So we just partnered a couple weeks ago for a 3-month commitment, $1,000 a month.
Oh, look at that number. What's interesting, ain't nobody here talking about ROI. Ain't nobody here talking about sales or leads or results.
It's true.
Anything else I can do to alleviate your pain, solve your problems, or move you towards your goal?
I have learned a lot and
You can tell UMDF off with that tuition fee.
yeah,
Real fast.
right?
Yep. Real fast.
I'm literally taking 1 class per semester.
Is that so you can keep your parking?
So I can keep my parking?
Right? Like, why are you taking 1 class per semester?
Just so that I can
Tell people you're a grad student?
get the degree, because you never know what the future will hold.
It's true.
And, you know, so fortunate that this is a family business and I've been in it from day one. I started making the menu and I inherited the communications, like I built the communications department because they just needed a menu. I made the first one on a Word document.
There you go.
And from there I got into graphic design, InDesign, Photoshop. But you never know what the future will hold, and if I have that degree, but I mean experience is everything as well.
So I have an undergrad in finance and accounting from FIU, a master's in international business from FIU, an MBA from WashU, and I was a summer scholar at University of Chicago.
Wonderful.
I learned more in my 18-month running this program at Intel.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they
all about
paid me to
experience.
teach me this. They paid me to teach me this.
No way.
Yeah.
That's insane. Why would they do that?
Because I worked for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about experience. You know, I've had to go through all of these things that doesn't work to say, okay,
Kiss the frog and then make the prince.
right, and realize that this would be worth it. So,
So this is what you get. Take a photo of this, drop it in Google Drive, take that video, drop it in Google Drive, I share it with you. Do whatever you'd like.
yes. Sounds great.
And there you go.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You got it.
Okay.
Go back to the group and.
Right?
we can limit-
Yes.
But you love the idea.
I love the idea. I'm tired of things not working, and it's not like I'm sitting on my ass all day not doing anything. I'm really
Trying, you're doing, you're not only trying, you're doing.
honestly trying to make it happen, really, and it's not working.
Yep.
So,
Go through different stuff. It's been a pleasure.
You got it.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'll see you soon.